Welcome. Ever wondered how your computer juggles so many things at once? You know, downloading a file, playing music, and letting you type in a document all at the same time? Well, the magic behind that seamless experience is a core concept called thread management. In this explainer, we are going to pull back the curtain and break down exactly what threads are, why they are so crucial for modern operating systems, and how they really unlock the power of your computer. So you ready? Let's get into it.
Okay, so here's our game plan for today. We're going to start by taking a step back to a time before threads, looking at something called processes to really get why we needed threads in the first place. Then we'll dive deep into what threads actually are. After that, we'll explore the two main ways they're managed, at the user level and the kernel level. We'll put them side by side to see the differences, and finally, we'll wrap it all up with a solid summary and some exam prep to make sure you've got this down cold.
All right, first up, Section 1. To really understand why threads are such a game changer, we have to look at what came before them. We need to talk about their predecessor, the process. Once you see the limitations of a world with only processes, it'll be crystal clear why threads became absolutely essential for every single modern operating system out there.
So, let's start with the basics. What exactly is a process? Simply put, a process is any program that's currently running on your computer. When you double-click an icon, say a web browser, the operating system spins up a dedicated process just for that program. In the early days of computing, each process was like its own little island, with a private memory space and resources that no other process could ever access. Sinhala English, process එකක් කියන්නේ ක්‍රියාත්මක වෙමින් පවතින program එකකට. අපි computer එකේ software එකක් උදාහරණයක් විදියට Microsoft Word open කරාම operating system එකේ එක process එකක් විදියට පටන් ගන්නවා. පරණ operating systems වල තිබුණේ මේ processes විතරයි. හැම program එකටම වෙනවෙනම process එකක් හැදුනා. වැදගත්ම දේ තමයි හැම process එකකටම වෙනම memory space එකක්, ඒ කියන්නේ මතක ඉඩක් වෙන් කරලා දුන්නා. එක process එකක් හරියට වෙනම දූපතක් වගේ. එයාගේ සම්පත් එයාට විතරයි. අනිත් කිසිම process එකකට ඒ දූපතට ඇතුල් වෙන්නවත් එහි තියෙන දේවල් බලන්නවත් බෑ. මේක සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම හුදකලා. ඒ කියන්නේ isolated වෙලා තමයි වැඩ කළේ.
Now, this one island per program model sounds secure, right? But it came with some pretty big problems. Let's break them down. First up, high overhead. What this means is that creating a brand new process is a huge amount of work for the operating system. It's slow, and it eats up a ton of valuable system resources like memory and CPU cycles. Sinhala English, overhead එක ready කියන්නේ අලුතෙන් process එකක් හදන එක ගොඩක් සම්පත්, resources සහ කාලය වැය වෙන කාර්යක්ෂමතාවයෙන් අඩු දෙයක්. හරියට අලුතෙන්ම ගියක් හදනවා වගේ ඒකට ගොඩක් දේවල් ඌන වෙනවා, ගොඩක් වෙලාව යනවා. Operating system එකට ලොකු බරක් වෙන වැඩක්. Second, that memory isolation. Like we said, every process is an isolated island. While this is great for keeping programs from crashing each other, it makes it incredibly hard for them to work together or share information. Ekian bene eka process ekakata anit process eke memory ekata access karanna emat natnang balanna ba. Meka arakshawata hondamunata processes dekakata ekata sambandha vela veda karanna ona vunama datta huamaru karaganne eka harima amarui. This leads directly to our third point, difficult communication. Because of that strict isolation, if two processes needed to talk, they had to use a special, complicated, and often slow method called interprocess communication, or IPC. It's like trying to send a message between two islands by building a whole new bridge every single time. It's just not efficient. Ura point kanasa, processes dekak atara datta huamaru karagananam, interprocess communication kiana sankirna kramavedaya pavichikaranna venava. මේක කෙලින්ම data share කරනවා වගේ lazy නෑ. එක ගොඩක් වෙලාවට කාර්යක්ෂමතාවයෙන් අඩුයි. And finally, expensive context switching. A context switch is just a fancy term for when the CPU stops working on one process and switches its attention to another one. With processes, this is a very expensive or slow operation because the OS has to save the entire state of the first process, then load the entire state of the second one. It takes a lot of time and effort. CPU eka process ekaka veda karana eka navatala, tava process ekaka veda karana patan ganne ekata tamai, context switch eka kiyanne. Processes veladi meka godak vela yana, system ekata loku barak vena vedak, mokada OS ekata parana process eke sampurna tattwaya state save karala, alut process eke sampurna tattwaya load karana siddha venuwa. So, with all these problems, developers needed a better way, and that's where the thread comes in. A thread is often called a lightweight process, and honestly, that's the perfect way to think about it. It's the smallest unit of work that an OS can manage. But here's the key idea. You can have many threads all running inside a single process. A great analogy is to think of a process as a big office building. The threads are the individual employees working inside that building. They all share the same resources, the building itself, the meeting rooms, the kitchen, but each one is busy working on their own separate task. Sinhala English, threadakak kienne sehelu processakak. Processakak atule weda karne punchi weda quota swalata tamai api threads kienne. Eka processakak atule threads gananawak tienne peluan. Udaharniak vidyata, processaka office building ikak nam, threads kiane a building eka atule weda karne sewakio wage. Me hama sewakiak ma, threads, ikama officeke, process, sampat, ekiane memoriaka files wage deval, bedagane pavichikurnoa. 8 hamoma wenama wetakurnoa. Minisa alutin threadika kadaneka, alutin processika kadanoata wadak godak wegawat sa lesi.
Okay, so now we know why threads were invented, to solve the problems of processes. Let's move on to section 2 and really get into the what and the how. We're going to look at the internal structure of threads and see exactly what makes them so much more efficient.
This slide shows a perfect side-by-side comparison. On the left, we have the old-school way, a single-threaded process. It's just one self-contained unit, one process, one thread, one set of everything. But check out the right side. That's the modern multi-threaded process. You've still got one main process with its shared resources like the process control block and the main memory address space. But inside, it's running multiple threads. And here's the crucial detail. Each thread gets its own tiny set of private resources, a thread control block or TCB, to keep track of its own state and its own user and kernel stacks to manage what it's doing. Sinhala English, vompette tiene single-threaded processakak. Eke tiene eka processakak, eka etule wedekaran eka threadekak. Eka adala hemadeakma, ekiane process control block PCB eka, memory address space eka, stacks hemadema tiene eka gani. Dakonapette tiene multi-threaded processakak. Metanap tiene eka processakak, et eka etule, threads gananawak wedekarnawa. Me hama threadekakma, processake pradana sampat, ekiane PCB eka saha memory address space eka, bedagina pavichikarnawa. Et hema threadekadama, eatama venonu thread control block TCB eka kui. Eage wedetika karaganiana user stack eka kui, kernel stack eka kui, venevenama tienua. Menisa tamai threads walata, ekama processake etule, ekineka arta badavak netu wedekaranna puluan venne.
So, what's the payoff for this structure? Well, the benefits are huge, and they directly solve the problems we saw with processes. First, faster creation and termination. Since you're not building a whole new island of resources from scratch, creating a new thread is way less work for the OS. It's much faster than creating a whole new process. Singhalan, alutin threadekak hadaneka saha, natikaraneka, processekak hadanorta wada gorak wegawat. Mokoda OS sekada alutima memory win kernon, gorak de walhalan na ona nea, danatama tiena processeka athalemai mekahadane. Second, faster context switching. Remember how slow that was for processes? Well, when the CPU switches between two threads inside the same process, it doesn't need to change the main memory map. It just swaps out the small thread-specific stuff. This is a much faster and lighter operation. Ekama processeka athale tiena threads dekak athar CPU eka maru wina eka. Processes athar maru wina wada wada gorak wegawat. Mokoda memory address space eka maru karnan ona na eka hemodama podi. Maru karnan ona thread eka da adala podi tor turteka. Ekane TCB eka tiena de wawage, the try. And third, and this is a big one, efficient communication. Because all the threads in a process share the same memory, they can talk to each other directly just by reading and writing to the same variables in memory. No need for those slow, complex IPC bridges. It's incredibly efficient. Ekama processeki tiena threads hamoma ekama memory eka pavichikarna nisa, onte ita pasuen data huamara karagan na pulwan. Sankir na IPC krama netua, kelima variables haraha data huamara karagan na pulwan. Make a harimakarik shamai.
Okay, this is where things get really interesting. How are these threads actually implemented? Turns out, there are two main models. So let's jump into section 3 and look at the first one, user-level threads. And the name gives you a huge clue. This is all about managing threads completely in the user space, where the main OS kernel doesn't even know they exist.
This model is called the many-to-one model. And here's the basic idea. Your application uses a special piece of software called a thread library, think of things like pthreads or Java threads, to create and manage lots of user threads. But, and this is the important part, as far as the operating system's kernel is concerned, it doesn't see any of those individual threads. It only sees one thing,
the main process, which it treats as one single kernel thread. So you could have 100 user threads running, but to the OS, it's just one task. Singhalen පැහැදිලි කළොත් මේකට කියන්නේ many to one model එක කියලා. මෙතනදි වෙන්නේ අපේ ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් එක ඇතුලේ අපි thread library එකක් උදාහරණයෙන් Java threads පාවිච්චි කරලා threads ගොඩක් many හදා ගන්නවා. නමුත් operating system එකේ kernel එක, ඒ කියන්නේ OS එකේ හරය මේ threads ඔක්කොම දකින්නේ එකම එක kernel thread 1 එකක් විදියටයි. kernel එක දන්නේ අපේ ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් එක process එකක් විදියට වැඩ කරනවා කියලා විතරයි. ඒ process එක ඇතුලේ තියෙන user level threads ගොඩ ගැන kernel එකට කිසිම දැනුමක් නැහැ. ඒ thread management එක, ඒ කියන්නේ ඒවා පාලනය කරන එක සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම කරන්නේ user level එකේ තියෙන thread library එකෙන්.
Now, this approach has some definite pros. It's fast, since everything is handled by a simple library without involving the slow kernel. And it makes your code very portable. As long as another OS has the same thread library, your code should just work. But, oh boy, the disadvantages are pretty major. First, you get no true parallel execution. Since the kernel only sees one thing to schedule, it can only run your process on one CPU core at a time, even if you have a fancy 8-core processor. But the real killer is the blocking system call. If just one of your many user threads does something that makes it wait, like reading a file from a disk, the kernel doesn't just pause that one thread, it blocks the entire process. That means all your other threads get frozen too, even if they had work to do. It's exactly like an office with one phone line. If one person is stuck on a long call, nobody else can use the phone. Singhalen English, vasi tamai kernel-level avasar ona neki eka, user-level library eka can manage winanissa, vegavat vima, sahar program eka lesian onama os eka ke run krana pulon vima. Portability. Namud avasi godak thienua. Lokum avasia tamai, multi-core CPU ekak tibunat etatama samantarva parallel widikrani beri lima. Mokada kernel eka dakin ni eka thread ekai, itin eka CPU core eka vitarai run garane. Arnika tamai, blocking call prashne. Eka user thread eka hirovina vak, uda arne file eka read karana eka kalot, kernel eka mulu process eka manawattanua. Itakora anit hema thread eka kama warat natarawenua. Hariata eka phone line eka tiena office eka, kinek call eka ka innakota anit karawat calls gandeberi wenawage.
As you can imagine, that huge blocking problem with user-level threads led people to search for a better solution. And that brings us to Section 4 and our second model, kernel-level threads. In this model, the operating system kernel isn't in the dark anymore. It is fully aware of and directly manages every single thread.
This approach is called the one-to-one model, and it's as simple as it sounds. For every single user thread you create in your application, the kernel creates a matching, fully-fledged kernel thread to manage it. There's a direct one-to-one relationship. So if you create 10 threads, the OS sees 10 threads and can schedule each one of them independently. Singhalen, make it a kiende one-to-one model eka. Methane the wenen. Apa user level eke hadane hema thread kakatama. Kilim magelapena vidyata, kernel level eke wenama thread ekak hevenwa. E kiane, kernel eka, ape program eke tiana hema thread ekak genema denwa. Sahaye hema ekakma, venemene entity ekak vidyata salakola, manage karanwa.
So, as you'd expect, the advantages here directly fix the big flaws of the user-level model. First, you get true parallelism. The kernel can schedule different threads from your process to run on different CPU cores at the exact same time. And second, the blocking problem is solved. If one thread makes a blocking call, the kernel is smart enough to just pause that single thread and let another one from your process run instead. Using our analogy, this is like giving every single employee their own personal phone line. One person's long call doesn't affect anyone else's productivity. Now, what about the downsides? Well, this approach has a slightly higher overhead because the kernel is doing more work, and it's less portable because it's tied directly to how a specific OS is built. But for performance, it's a huge win. Singhalen English, wasi tamai, multi-core CPU validity athaman threads, saman tarava parallel way to kadava na puluwanwim. Kernel ika hema threadika ginamatandanasa, ika threadika venevana CPU core releta schedulo kadana puluwan. Ewa gima ika threadika block unoth, mulu processika block winde nai. Kernel ika a threadak nabatala, a processika mithianam vena threadak rang karanoa. Hariata office eke et hemotama venavenama phone lines dianoa wage. Avasi tamai, mikremi operating system eke gorak sambananisa portability ka arui. Ewa gema kernel eke manage kananisa, user level threads wala devera, tikak overhead eka, ekiane system eke tiana bara, wedi.
All right, Section 5. We've seen the two main contenders, user-level and kernel-level threads. Now it's time for a face-off. Let's put them side by side and also introduce the modern hybrid model that tries to give us the best of both worlds. So the reality is that most modern operating systems, we're talking Windows, Linux, Mac OS, don't strictly use one or the other. They use a clever hybrid approach, often called the many-to-many model.
the system will map a large number of your fast, lightweight user-level threads onto a smaller pool of powerful kernel-level threads. This gives you the best of both worlds, the low overhead and flexibility of user threads, plus the true parallelism and smart scheduling of kernel threads. Sinhala Adakale godak OS pavichikaranne user-level hari, kernel-level hari vitarak nemei e dekema ekatuak. Mekata many-to-many model eka kiyanoa. Metanadi venne user-level threads godak, many, idvada adu kernel-level threads ganagata, many map karanekai. Make in user-level threads wala vegiat, kernel-level threads wala samlandava verakari me hekiavat, dekama ekata labaganna pulwan veno.
This table is really the ultimate cheat sheet for this topic. Let's just run through it. Mapping. User level is many to one, kernel level is one to one. Simple as that. Management. User level is handled by a user library. Kernel level is handled by the big boss, the OS kernel itself. Parallelism. This is a huge one. User level can't do true parallelism. Kernel level absolutely can. Blocking call. Another critical point. User level blocks the whole process. Kernel level only blocks the one thread that made the call. Portability. User level is highly portable. Kernel level is not. It's OS specific. And finally, overhead. User level is low and lightweight. Kernel level is a bit higher. Seriously, this table is perfect for studying.
And here we are, our final section. We have covered a ton of ground, so let's take a moment to bring it all together. This section is all about review and making sure you're totally prepared for any exam questions that might come your way. Let's lock in these key concepts.
Okay, let's do a quick flyby summary. The single most important idea to remember is this. Processes manage resources like memory, while threads are the actual units that execute the code. Think of the process as the container, and threads are the workers inside. We learned that user-level threads are managed by libraries and are invisible to the OS, while kernel-level threads are managed directly by the OS. That core difference is defined by the mapping model, many-to-one versus one-to-one. And of course, today, most systems use a hybrid model to get the best performance.
All right, let's nail down these key definitions. You'll definitely see these again. A process, a program that is currently running with its own private set of resources. Sinhala Kriatmakavana program ekak. A thread, a single path of execution that runs inside of a process. Sinhala process ekak thule ati tani kriatmakawime margayak. The process control block, or PCB, this is the kernel's scorecard for a whole process. It holds all the important info. Sinhala process ekak play banda sialu toroturu gabadara karatabana OS kernel eki ati data structure eka. The thread control block, or TCB, it's just like a PCB, but it only stores the info for one single thread. Sinhala thread ekaka toroturu ama neton context eka gabada karana data structure eka. And a context switch. This is the action of the CPU pausing one task, saving its state, and switching over to run a different one. Sinhala eka process ekako thread ekak navata, ehitatve gabadara kara, wenat ekak riatmaka karima tuta, CPU eka maru karime kriawali.
So what might you be asked on an exam? Well, here are a few likely candidates. First, the classic, compare and contrast processes and threads. For that, focus on resource ownership versus execution. Second, explaining the pros and cons of user-level versus kernel-level threads. That table we looked at is your best friend for this one. And third, a question about blocking system calls. This is a great question because it really tests if you understand the fundamental weakness of the many-to-one model and the strength of the one-to-one model.
And if this whole thing still feels a little theoretical, just think about the web browser you're probably using right now. The browser itself is one single process, but inside that process, you've got one thread that's busy rendering the text and images on the screen. At the exact same time, another thread could be downloading a file in the background, while a third thread is playing a video you've clicked on. All these tasks are happening concurrently, sharing the resources of that one browser process, and that's what gives you that smooth, responsive feeling. That's multithreading in action, right there.
Let's wrap up with a great little quote that just nails the whole concept. Threads are about concurrency, processes are about protection. It's so perfect. Threads are designed to let lots of things happen at once, efficiently. Processes are designed to put up strong walls to keep everything safe and isolated from everything else.
And that's our deep dive into thread management. We've journeyed from the old, clunky world of processes to the modern, efficient world of threads that makes our computers the multitasking beasts they are today. So the next time your computer is juggling 10 different things without even breaking a sweat, you'll know it's all thanks to the tiny army of threads working hard inside each process. From all of us here at DS Perera IT Academy, thanks so much for watching.